Enough life philosophy. Let's get into it. The state of the video game collection. Welcome to the state of the horde. If you've seen our vlogs for the past 3-4 episodes, you know the name of the game stays the same. We don't deviate. We just intensify. Postin' and purging. I almost stuttered saying it today. If you asked me before, like 2 hours ago when I had my Whatnot show, I would have told you I'm falling behind on posting on eBay. I had like a limit, a goal that I wanted to meet every day. But today, oh my gosh, what a killer show. Unexpected show. So as you guys know, one of my goals is to just refine my life and purge items, purge things out of it that are just sitting there and not adding any value to my life. And one of those things, aside from video games, I started selling these Ninja Turtle comic books. Vintage 1980s comic books. And they're selling pretty fair, right? Like I got these a decade ago, probably like for $1 a piece. Selling $50, $60 per issue. Not bad, right? And then I get to this one issue. TMNT number 4. And it starts at $2. Literally starts at $2, okay? There's a crazier story after this. So I'm talking, you know, you show the item on the stream there. And I go, oh, $100, that's not bad. And then it stops for a while, and I'm thinking in my head, it's going to top out at $100. The way the auction works, there's like a fixed time, if you guys don't sell and whatnot. And when it gets near the end, if people bid, it adds like another 8 seconds. So it gets down to like 5, 4, 3, and then somebody bids, it goes up another 9 seconds. Oh, 150, not bad. And it gets almost down to 0. 200, not bad. And then it almost gets down to 0. 300 is not bad. And this kept repeating. And I'm holding, my arm is literally getting tired of holding up this comic book. There are people in the chat, in the stream, bidding this thing up. That issue number 4 stopped. It's public record, so I don't feel like I'm bragging when I say it, because you can look it up yourself. Over $800 American. I remember the first thing I did after I told my wife was I sent a message to Pixel Game Squad thanking him for getting me on Whatnot. One of the things, though, you have to remember, whenever you come through like a windfall, they call it, like a lot of money at once, it's almost human nature to think, oh man, I can be a little bit loose because it'll come again. But one of the biggest fallacies is that we don't realize windfall money like that rarely ever comes again. So here's the crazy part of the story. Before I had no idea about these comics, right? I started them at $1, $2 a piece. People were messaging me, asking me to sell them that comic privately on eBay. And I could, you know, somebody offered me like $100 and something. I'm like, oh, that seems fair. You know, if I took the listing down, I go on eBay and I sell it to a guy privately, I might make $100 Canadian. Not a bad deal. But I said to the guy, I'm like, you know what? I made a commitment to put it on a show starting at $2, right? And I said it here before, my main mission was to have fun selling on Whatnot and not necessarily focus on the money, at least not right away, right? Have fun, kind of build an audience and interact with the people live while I'm selling things. Not focusing on money made me a lot of money. I could have sold it and I didn't. So basically that comic, it's an error comic. Something about the art they used on it was an error. So I guess it's worth more. I don't know. Some people were telling me in the chat that the guy who bought it probably got a little bit of a deal, but still within market for that comic book. He's a pretty big comic book collector. He showed me private pictures of his like Ninja Turtles room. It's crazy. I'm happy to be a part of his room. I'm gonna send him some free Ninja Turtle stuff. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Whatnot, check. Who knows? Maybe Queen Nate's gonna sell another $2 game that's worth $1,000. In the comments below, it's my affiliate link. Check out my store. I committed to making a show at least every 2 weeks. My next show is a Nintendo themed show. We're gonna start everything at $1, $2. There's going to be like factory sealed Switch games. There's an RPG for the Nintendo DS there, Dragon Quest game. Yeah, lots of Nintendo goodness going on in that show, all starting at $1, $2. So if it's going to sell, a lot of my items have sold for like $1. I hope it goes to one of you guys as opposed to just some other guy I don't know. Last week, I was talking about selling my N64 collection. You kind of saw an overview of my collection. But it's funny, as I was testing the games, a lot of the games I haven't plugged in since I bought them. Okay, so I'm testing them to make sure they work.